Alright, I think I am live. This is my first time doing a stream on YouTube since like the early or late 2000s when they first brought out live streaming on YouTube way back in the day. Forget what they even called it back then. Yeah, this is my first time trying to stream on here. Took a little bit to get it set up. Don't have any alerts or anything ready. Hello, B-Man. First one in the stream. Setting a record, first person in one of my YouTube streams in over a decade. Wanted to try it out though. Figured it would be more fun to open this live than in a video. Do you know where I get the URL for this stream? I have no idea. I don't know what the URL, like how do I link out to this stream? Do any of you know? Can any of you like post the link to this stream? I don't even know where you find that. Like on my stream settings here, it says stream URL, but it's just like some super generic URL. Should be a share button. Definitely not seeing that. I just see stream URL, but it's not like a URL specific for me. Let's see, maybe this share. Okay, I think that might be it. All right, let me post this. I didn't know where to find that until I went live, so. Yeah, we'll be opening this in a minute. Let me just post this in their Discord. All right, let me just put it in my Discord. I mean, I guess I can. I don't want to ping everybody though. That would be a little ridiculous. I don't even remember what happens when you do @here on Discord. I think that's everybody that's just online right now. Is that for everybody that is like in the Discord at the moment? I don't even know how that works. Yeah, I'm not gonna ping everybody. I'm just gonna. All right, that should be good enough. YouTube is definitely a little more cumbersome than Twitch. Yeah, I got this in a few days ago. I was gonna do a video for it, but I don't know. I figured it would be more fun to open it live. Because I really do want to help spread the word for I Am Champion. Because I do think this game has a lot of promise. It is like super indie, under 200 people got this on Kickstarter, so it's pretty exclusive right now. This here is my pack that they sent me for when I made a YouTube video. This is like their beta pack. You can actually see the difference in quality here. You can see these are the packs they sent with Kickstarter. Numbered, actually. I was not expecting that. That's a nice touch, I'm gonna be honest. I was not expecting packs to be individually numbered like that. It's kind of crazy. I may keep. I'm gonna crack open the packs in the booster box. If they don't have stickers like this, I might keep these sealed. I don't know. I kind of like that. That's kind of unique. But anyway, this is what their original beta packs look like, and the card art is what really drew me to this. Man, the chat is so small on YouTube, it's crazy. But as you can see here, the cards are, they got a very retro vibe to them. And the thing that I like about this game is you can play it by yourself, because who the heck has friends in 2023, am I right? I mean, come on. So you can kind of like do arcade mode and play against the cards by yourself. Super easy to do. You can see that in the video that I put up months ago. But very basic stuff. Cards have an attack, cards have a defense, then they have a very basic text here for what they do. It's like, okay, if you roll this number, then you double your attack, double your defense, all kinds of fun things. Now, what I really liked about this TCG is that the creators have chosen to keep cards a secret. Kind of unheard of, right? They're kind of going for that retro feel where you go to the stores, you go to buy like a new Pokemon set back in the day, base version, fossil, whatever, you'd open it and you weren't sure what Pokemon you'd be getting in there. They're going for the same thing, and so I can open some packs here and get a card that nobody has seen yet. Now, of course, the community is pretty small, but I really like the idea of them keeping cards under wraps. Even now, they're not releasing a card list. They're kind of just going to let people crack this stuff open and see what they get. So I got one booster box. This other stuff that they sent was like a replacement for something that they couldn't fulfill with like a tin holder. And I did buy this, which is like a starter set, which comes with dice, and it seems like it's a pretty nice package on that. We'll open that after we crack open some normal packs. Hold on, I just got to move some things around on my PC here, because YouTube's chat apparently does not want to go in the pop-out mode. Let me just see this here. Pop-out chat. It's not my normal Twitch streaming setup here for this. Can I zoom in the chat so you guys are microscopic? Okay, good. All right. Pull this over, pull this over. All right, so let's open up this booster box. Unfortunately, the booster box did get a little damaged, but you know, I'm not buying this to keep the box sealed. It's no big deal. Kind of got an Atari vibe going on here on the back too. I bought this to crack it open, which is what we're gonna do. And the packs are kind of loaded. I bought the booster box that had 15 cards per pack. There were packs where you can get it with like stickers and small dice and all that stuff. Oh my god, hold on. Let me just slice this off camera. It'll be easier that way. But I got the packs that are just all cards. At the end of the day, I want cards. I want to be able to play against other people in their Discord. Set up like webcam streams and stuff. Or not streams, but like webcam battles. So yeah, we'll see what we get in here. Oh, interesting. I was not expecting this in here. Huh. Another one of these, I guess like starter kits? I'm actually not sure. I guess we should open this first. Get 30 cards, 6 small dice, sticker, and rule card. So I don't know if the cards that are in here are actually, oh my god, every pack is numbered? That is crazy. I've never seen anything like this before. Have you guys? If I get pack number 69, that thing is getting encased for eternity. I'm never opening that. Yeah, every pack is individually numbered. How insane is that? Like, what the hell? I gotta give them credit on that. I have never seen something like that. Would have never expected that. It's a really cool touch. So what do you say we open this first? Since it is not numbered to number 69. Now, I have heard somebody in their Discord say that they damage the cards in here because they are kind of wrapped very tightly. So I'm going to be careful. My unboxing area here is a little cramped, but it's kind of the best that I can do to have it pick up clearly. And the sticker is on the inside too, which is nice. Okay. Decent little tuck box. Now the cards in here are not in a like pack. They're kind of just like in a cellophane pack. Comes with a single die in there, it looks like. There might be another one, I don't know. Wait, how do we... slide that out. Okay, we got the playmat. Let's take a look at what we got here first. That's either, I think that's a tattoo. I'm not sure, it might be a sticker. They're definitely going for that old school feel with stickers and tattoos and whatever the heck they were sticking in here. I kind of forget. Got a rule. Up there's the sticker, so that is a tattoo. Battle data card. So for those of us that, you know, don't want to do math in our heads, you can use a card to figure out attack and defense. Simple rules and gameplay. It's a nice little rule card. Oh wow, okay. Foil sticker, was not expecting that. It's actually different than the one that was sent to me in that original beta pack. Very nice. I can't really open the playmat because my webcam space here is just simply not big enough for it, but it does feel like a really good quality paper. It's not no chintzy, cheap crap. Like, it's good quality, but I can't really show that on the webcam. All right, now this is what was damaged. Now, I don't know if these cards... Oh yeah, I can see how this would be an issue. This is very tight. Just do my best here to try and get this off. Yeah, it definitely needed some kind of like pull tab, but you got to be careful. Whoever damaged these probably took like a knife to it or something to try and slice it. Yeah, you just got to be careful. You'll be fine. Just take your time. It's all good. So I don't know if these are random in here or if these are predetermined. Oh goodness, I forgot my garbage bag. This is going to create a big mess. All right. So a lot of cards in here that I have not seen before. So just an example, right? So 4 attack, 3 defense. So like the characters will attack each other. You subtract, you know, the attack from their defense, and whoever does the most damage to one of the other cards will defeat it, so forth and so on. There's all kind of rules you can make. If a 1 or a 2 is rolled, look at your opponent's cards. Oh, interesting. Choose 1 and place it into their graveyard. So the cards that they showed earlier didn't have these kind of interactions, so this is nice to see. Where you can look at your opponent's hand, because depending on what the rule set you're using, you can definitely kind of like build a deck that could potentially have like nice little combos together. Laserface, a radical retro wave, invade your opponent's cyberspace. Use your opponent's ability as your own. So there are a lot of questions about the rulings on these cards. Some people have already been asking in their Discord, like, okay, how does this card interact with this one if they're like borrowing abilities and stuff? Yeah, a lot. This is cool though, because all these cards were not ones that were previewed in their Kickstarter or on their website. Engulf. The strange goo evolves into a terrifying creature. If an even number is rolled, you absorb your opponent's dice roll and add it to your own attack. If a 6 is rolled, you swallow your opponent and win. Damn, that's such a cool interaction for this card. I'm going to have a lot of fun coming up with decks, because I do want to battle people in their Discord. Play a round of rock, paper, scissors. Whoever wins goes to the revive pod. Whoever loses goes to the graveyard. So the revive part is like bringing back a card that's been defeated. And the nice thing about these cards, it's a good card stock, okay? Let me just... Can I find... Yeah. Not to slam on any particular TCG in general, but this is just a good example, alright? So like, this is one of the TCGs that I bought on Kickstarter. Now I want you to look at how flimsy this is, okay? Look how easy this bends. I'm going to apply the same pressure to this card. Look at that. Same pressure on that card to this card. There's not a lot of give. Like, this is a thick card stock. So thank you to them for actually caring about card quality, because boy, that Life TCG, garbage card stock. Anyway, sorry. Just had to show an example. Gnar. So some cards, some champions will actually have 2 attacks you can choose from. This signifies how many dice you will roll for the ability. Add a number rolled to your defense. Or escape to your revive pod. No one loses this round. Gnar has no ability until the end of the game. Some of these are a little hard for me to read. I'm going to have to like read it through my iPad screen, because I'm holding these kind of far away from me. I'm not going to read the abilities on everything tonight, because I don't want to be here for like 5 hours. But I will mostly appreciate card art, and I'll probably just have some fun off stream here, kind of like checking out the abilities and maybe coming up with a deck or something to bring into their Discord, play against people. Behind you, add number roll to your attack or defense. Lurker's ability cannot be copied or canceled. His attack cannot be reduced. So it's just what I liked about this game and why I wanted to get into it outside of like the card art being really cool is that it's simple to understand, like super easy. There's no insane text on here. Like this one here, use your opponent's ability as your own. So just really straightforward stuff. Some of these are actually cards that I had from the beta packs. Gromgar. Add number rolled to attack. If an odd number is rolled, double that number. Oh, here's a new one. I have not seen this. Hey, buddy. He's not only your teammate, he's your pal. Add your last card's defense to your next card's defense. Wow, okay, that's an interesting interaction. I like that one. I feel like you can make some insane combos because certain cards have really high defense. Gridlock. Your opponent is crushed by your anti-gravity fist. Add number rolled to your attack. So there are also the chance for galactic rares. The hollows in this game are actually insanely rare. Hey Clay, thank you for joining. It's the first live stream on this channel, so congrats on being one of the first here. But yeah, the hollows in this game are really hard to pull. So if we get a hollow, that's going to be a big deal. Magus X, I like this card a lot. Magus X shoots light rays from his eyes, blinding your opponent, leaving them unable to use their ability. Nice. Okay. So that's like those little starter sets they give you with the playmat. So I guess those are, I think they call them champion packs. So you get a sticker, tattoo, a die to use, and 30 cards. I don't know if the other ones are going to be random cards. I'm not sure. How about we crack into some of these packs though first, and then we will maybe open up another one of those champion packs later to see what we get inside. So let's move. Oh boy, this is gonna be a challenge with all these stickers and die and stuff. So these are hefty packs. Hefty. 15 cards per pack. They are thick. And the cards themselves are thick. Alright, here's the true test. How easy are these packs to open? This is the true test for any TCG. Okay. Alright, that's a good start. So what I like about this, they don't have those stupid tear tags. Really easy to open. That's good. I like that. I finally don't have to use scissors on a TCG that I open. Jeez. A sticker in every pack? Okay. Definitely just gonna like, probably have to hand those out at a convention I sell at or something. Gonna have so many of them. Bob the Blob. Bob, a goo monster, uncontrollably grows into a mega blob, double the number rolled and add it to your attack. So he starts off really weak. And the way that they design this game is that like the really weak cards can actually take down the really powerful cards as well. Like, here's another one. Vigorous Vine. Vine grows around your opponent. If an even number is rolled, add 3 to your attack. So yeah, some cards are going to be weaker than others, for sure. But they do make it so that like even the weaker cards have a chance at actually defeating strong opponents. Add number rolled to your attack. If a 1 is rolled, roll again and add that number to your opponent's attack. Oh wow. That's why I love it. I just love the like simple design on these cards, but it's going to be so much fun to try and put together different decks. Jasper. Jasper is cute, but watch your feet. Add number rolled to your attack. If a 1 or 2 is rolled, he gets squashed, you lose. So this is the kind of card where I feel like, you know, you would shuffle, like, I have so many different ideas for playing this game myself, like just taking all the cards in my collection, shuffling them all, giving myself a random hand, and then having to try and like win my way through a bunch of opponents, given what's, you know, given to me. Sam. Also, there's a lot of flavor text, and I've noticed on what they've revealed for this game, a lot of the flavor text actually has some cool references. So I'm not going to read all the flavor text, but keep an eye out here for some fun ones. Sam uses a Spirit Has. If a 2, 3, or 4, 5, or 6 is rolled, add +1 to your attack. I like that. So like it's a very good chance that you get a little attack boost. Mr. Toast. Bogler. Oh, I see a galactic rare. See, now they hand pack these cards and the packs. I feel like they definitely put like that galactic rare in the top of the booster box to get you all hyped up when you first start opening this. But you see it there? You see that sparkle? Can't wait to see my first one in person. Boggler. Add number rolled to your defense. If a 1 is rolled, you lose. Orbicon. If you don't like your opponent's roll, they must roll again once per turn. Really cool. Needles. Just clowning around. A Funtime Ball sucks the life out of your opponent. If an odd number is rolled, reduce your opponent's health to 0. Alright, that Galactic Rare is coming up. It could be a card that nobody has seen before. Just throwing that out there. They have cards that people have not seen yet. Warhog. Duke Blaster. Alright. Ooh, that one's cool. Dark Reaper. Shadow Reaper. So I think this might be a little boo-boo, but I think originally he may have been called Shadow Reaper, or they renamed him to Dark Reaper and forgot to change this to Dark Reaper or this to Shadow Reaper. That's okay. It's a fun little error. Sure, it'll be corrected in the first edition. Shadow Reaper travels into the future and takes your opponent's next champion to the void. If an odd number is rolled, put your opponent's next card into the graveyard. Wow, that could be super powerful, because if you're doing like an elimination style, where you're trying to whittle your opponent's hand down first, that could be, this card would be completely OP. Alright, here we go. Oh man, Max Overload. I think that's one of the most powerful cards in the game. Let's see. Oh yeah, that is one of the most powerful cards. Oh, that's such a cool looking holo too. I haven't seen one of these in person yet. It looks just like the holos that they use on the stickers, but it looks good. That is a cool retro. You know what this foil reminds me of? Is like when you used to get the stickers from the vending machines where you'd put a few quarters in and you'd like pull it out and you get one of those like 90s foil stickers. It's kind of what this is reminding me of. All right, let's see. Max Overload. 7/8 Sonic Blast. Max creates a Sonic Blast, overloading your opponent's sensors. If an odd number is rolled, your defense is reduced by half. Add number rolled to your attack. Yeah, so this guy, let's just say that you roll a 6. You're dealing 13 damage. Right? So really high attack. I feel like, do I have sleeves nearby? Goodness gracious, it's a mess here. I should have done this beforehand. Well, let's have to be careful. I mean, I could steal a sleeve from another card, just saying. Well, I'll just have to be really careful. I don't know where I put my penny sleeves. So, of course, that would be the perfect thing for a first stream, right? We'll put this guy right here. And then Lionheart to follow him up. Smash your opponent with a club. If a 4, 5, or 6 is rolled, add +3 to your attack. So this is... It almost feels like these cards were put back to back on purpose. So this is a great example of card design in how even if you don't have the best cards, you can still take down the most powerful stuff. Because look at this here, right? If an odd number is rolled, your defense is reduced by half. So that would reduce his defense to 4. And then if you read Lionheart, who appears to be one of the weakest cards in the game, if a 4, 5, or 6 is rolled, add +3 to my attack, which would be 5. Which means that, like, I think I forget the exact rulings, but if his defense was 4 and his attack was 5, well, then again, his attack, oh, maybe not. I forget how that works, like, because his defense is only 1. Well, anyway, you see the, you see what I'm talking about here, when it comes to, like, there are mechanics that make the really powerful cards, like, actually susceptible to the weaker ones. Alright. Let's move this over here. Let's open up this other pack. So, over time, of course, we'll speed through these a bit as we see repeats, because we're undoubtedly going to get repeat cards. And it almost makes me not want to throw any of these wrappers away, seeing these serialized packs. All right. Snuggles. Hammerfall. Oh my god, is that another galactic rare? I didn't know if these were actually guaranteed to be one in every pack. I don't think they're supposed to be. Okay. Well, this is getting interesting. I feel like my pull rate is way better than it's supposed to be right now. Hammerfall. Flib Flop. Play around with rock, paper, scissors. That one's really cool. I like that interaction. This game seems very balanced. It reminds me of non-collectible card games, such as deck builder game. Yeah, it's a very deck builder-esque game for sure, with a bit of a TCG flair. Minigun Assault. Add number rolled to your attack. If a 6 is rolled, you win. If a 1 or 2 is rolled, your minigun backfires and you lose. Or switch your defense with your opponent's defense. That's interesting. So many fun deck building ideas with these. Danguard. Kalzar. I remember, I think this might have been one of my beta cards. If 3 is rolled, you disintegrate your opponent. Oh, you disintegrate your opponent, you win. So yeah, you just roll 3, you just instantly win. Cape Trooper, that's a lot of text. If your opponent rolls an odd number, add 4 to your attack. If they roll an even number, add 4 to your defense. This could definitely take off if they position well in board game space. Yeah, I agree. They're very indie. Like they are, this is, you know, they're pretty much at the moment going to be hoping for word of mouth to help spread this and hoping that their first edition sales, you know, do well to help fund the future of the game. They have so many great ideas. Like a sort of like adventure mode. I forget what they're calling it, where you like go through a dungeon and you can find different treasure in different rooms. They're gonna like expand the game into that sort of like single player board space, or you can play it co-op with other players. I'm super enthusiastic about this because this is like perfect for me. I've always wanted to kind of get into these like non-TCG-esque deck builder kind of games, and I like the art style in this one. I like the idea behind the game. I like the simplicity of it. It just needs to get some exposure, you know. So I do what I can. You know, my TCG channel isn't big, but I hope that the little exposure that I can give it helps it. Because right now, I mean, if you think about it, even if we get like a dozen people in here that are like, okay, I might check this game out. Under 200 people picked up the Kickstarter. So even if you get a dozen more people on board, I mean, that's huge. That's a big, you know, boost to the game's numbers to start off. So, because, you know, they're hand packing all their packs. They're doing this all themselves. There's a lot of work put into this one. You know, it's not just all packaged in China and shipped off, and you know, they don't touch the cards. They hand pack each pack to make sure you don't get doubles and all that kind of stuff. It's ship it out themselves. Big bad full moon. When the moon is full, this marine becomes a ravenous monster. Add number rolled to your attack and defense. If a 1 is rolled, you become human again. Reduce attack and defense by half. Wow, I like that card. So just hope you don't roll a 1. If you roll a 6, you become a 10-10. But another reason that I really like this too is because it's super easy to play over Discord. So I'm really hoping that some of the people in their Discord channel like start wanting to battle online, because I would do it like one night where I'm not streaming or something, just chilling there and like play over webcam. I think it would be really fun. Tournaments maybe. It's a very small community. Those of you that are interested, just go to their website. I got a link in the description of this. You can go there, and I'm sure from there they have a link to their Discord. I usually hang out in there and post from time to time. Sacrifice yourself to bring back a fallen comrade. Switch Zandagar with the top card of your graveyard and put it back in the play. Phantom Boogie. That's another really good one. I remember seeing this one featured quite a bit. Opponent's blood is sucked into the mine. Add numbers rolled to your attack. His attack is a 0. Shadow Decay. Your opponent is consumed by darkness. If a 1 is rolled, you win. So this is a really interesting choice, right? Do you go for the double dice roll where you add what you rolled to your attack, or do you go for the chance that you can just straight up win the game, like win the round? This is a great example of if you're going up against something where you know you can't win through like traditional attack, you can try to go for the lucky 1 roll. Night Creeper. Night Creeper plants its eggs inside your opponent. Add number rolled to your attack. If a 5 or 6 is rolled, the eggs hatch and burst out of your opponent's head. You win. I like the flavor text too. Now, of course, they could just have on here, you know, add number roll to your attack. If you roll a 5 or a 6, you win. But instead, they're like, he plants eggs inside your opponent. They burst out of your opponent's head and you win. Like, I just love the cool little flavor text. Oh, one other thing. The way they handle rarity in this game is actually this itsy bitsy thing down here. I forget what the actual rarity symbols were. But as you can see here, this one is like a small little pink one. So I think this is like a... Oh man, I should have remembered to check this beforehand. Now, you might be like, wow, that's a really small indicator. And you'd be right. That's because the game's creators actually were they were in a dilemma on whether or not they actually even wanted to put rarity on these cards, like an indicator. The reason being is they wanted to kind of try and like get that old school feeling of trying to figure out what's rare through word of mouth and what people pull. So if you see a card that you have never seen pulled before, then you can kind of count on that card being, you know, a pretty rare card. They did ultimately decide to put a rarity indicator, but it's really small and out of the way. So if you're not looking to know if a card is rare, you can kind of just avoid looking. All right, let's see what our galactic rare is for this pack. Captain Rash. Oh, this is like one of the first ones they showed. Power, oh, it's the Power Glove guy. So he's pretty much like the poster child of the pack art. Add number rolled to your attack. If a 1 is rolled, your glove malfunctions. You lose half your defense. No roll is added. Not a bad card. Not a bad card. Let's put him right here. And we got another Lionheart to remind us that even the weak cards can do some damage. Oh man, I hope that we keep this luck up of these galactic rares every pack. I'm sure our luck eventually will have to end. But I am definitely a fan of the holofoil that they went for on these. And it's easy to read. Like, you can still easily see the art, and you can still easily read the card. Sometimes holofoil can make a card really dark. It's not the case with these. Alright. When did this TCG come out? So it was on Kickstarter like the end of last year. It just started shipping out orders to people, so it's like literally just coming out right now. On their website, you can order first edition. So if you are interested in like picking it up, you can order it right now, and you'll get it actually pretty quickly on their website. Fisheye. You appreciate how big the font is for the card descriptions? Yes. After reading a lot of MetaZoo cards, I definitely appreciate the font size in this game. Oh my god, is that another? Did they really make it you get a galactic rare in every pack, or am I just getting insanely lucky right now? And I love that foil just peeking out from the side there. Didn't know I had a TCG channel. How long has this been around? Like 8 months now, I think. Yeah, I've been posting on here for almost a year. Got a lot of content on here if you're looking to look back on it. Fisheye. Shoots a poisonous spear at your opponent. Add number rolled to your attack. If a 4 is rolled, you miss. I also like that the galactic rare... Oh, it always is actually in the last, second to last slot. I think I may be getting very lucky. Yeah. Yeah, I think you might be right. King Frog. Poison Kiss. If 5 or 6 is rolled, King Frog tracks your opponent. Tricked your opponent into a poison kiss, your opponent dies. So if any of you pick this up, you know, let me know. Go into their Discord and maybe we can organize a night to play online over like Discord call or something. Flick Hunter. Shield Breaker. Flick's weapon can cause anyone's defense to malfunction, reduce your opponent's defense by half. Before they use their ability, add number rolled to your attack. Stella Nova. Double ability card. Hammerfall we've seen. Sentinel. Stand your ground and open fire. If an even number is rolled, add +3 to your attack and defense. These cards that have like a nice well-rounded stat line. When you roll even or odd, those are typically pretty good because the chances of buffing are quite nice. Alright, this one has a die roll in parentheses. Let's see what this one does. Circuit Conjure. You must roll the same number or numbers as your opponent to gain +5 to your attack. If your opponent has no dice roll, you must roll a 1 to add +2 to your attack. That's an interesting one. Well, the official Petedor TCG release. I practically do the TCG stuff in my Streamloot stuff on Twitch. I was talking about that the other night, how I'm like trying to balance digital cards and stuff. Bogler. Darken. Berserk, he goes crazy. Add number rolled to your attack. Your opponent's next card played loses -2 from their defense. I like that. I like that stuff where it's like affecting your next card played by your opponent. Partisan uses the power of goo to invade his opponent's mind. Your opponent must roll a die until a 6 is rolled. Every time they don't, you gain +1. Oh my god, yeah, I remember seeing this one in their Discord and I forgot about it. This may be one of my favorite cards. Let me read that again for you. That's why I love like the simplicity of this game, but like the fact that it's such a simple game, but there's still cards with such unique ideas. Oh man. I really hope in the future that they like field some community ideas for the future sets, because man, I would try and come up with some really cool ideas. Like maybe they have a contest where like the top 10 ideas from the community get made into like an ability on one of the cards. All right, listen to this. Your opponent must roll a die until a 6 is rolled. So let's just say that the person you're playing against gets really unlucky and they roll 10 times in a row without getting a 6. This guy would go up to a 13-5. I love that. That's a fun type of luck card. Beastmaster, Summoner. Summon a mighty beast to attack your opponent. Use your dice, roll as your attack. And our Galactic Rare. Wow, that's a cool one. Okay, this may be one of the cards that has not been pulled or shown before. Because I don't think in the images I've seen people posting on Discord, I don't think I've seen this. I mean, I could be wrong. Void Serpent. Into the deep. Your opponent falls into the void where Void Serpent is waiting. If an odd number is rolled, your opponent loses. That seems like a really, 50-50 gamble in terms of do you beat your opponent or not? That's not a bad card. A 50-50 chance to defeat anything. And Needles. Funtime Ball. Funtime Ball sucks the life out of your opponent. If an odd number is rolled, reduce your opponent's health to 0. So, reducing health to 0 versus defeating your opponent, reducing their health to 0 means that I guess there's still a chance that if you're... I'm not sure on the rulings on this. But I guess that means like they still have a chance to win if their attack counters you, I suppose. It's been a bit since I've looked at the rules. I'm a little rusty for sure. But yeah, there is a difference. Alright, can we keep up the Galactic Rare? By the way, I'm keeping an eye here. If I pull any pack that is like number 1000 or some kind of like real pack number 1 or something, I am not opening that pack. The fact that there are serialized packs in this is so cool. I love that idea. It's a lot of work. Stick a sticker on every pack. Yeah. Alright. Does our Galactic Rare streak end there? It does. Okay, well that was a good start though. 3 Galactic Rares right off the bat. I will take it. Buglord. Mind Probe. Switch your opponent's attack and defense. See this is the kind of card where you can build the deck. And if you play with rules, a lot of this game I think is going to come down to house rules. So like, let's just say your opponent plays something where their attack is really high or their defense is really high. You can play this after and be like, you know what? No. Good counterplay. Blitzatron, Assault Assist, add number roll to the attack of your next card played. I like that, kind of like buffing your next card. Buck Busby. Strike and defend. If an even number is rolled, add 3 to your attack and defense. We've seen Sam. Gridlock. EX7. Man, once again, these cards are super thick and good quality. Dr. Pyro, add number roll to your attack. Dark Vega we've seen. Thrasher. Add number roll to your attack. If a 6 is rolled, you waste your opponent and win. Colossus. Man, I really need to pay attention. So, what color is Max Overload? Max Overload, ooh, I can't tell. I really wish I can tell. I can't remember the rarity colors were to know when I'm getting like a rare. That's okay though. We'll just keep going. In the spirit of the design of the game, you know. When we see something we haven't seen before, we'll know it's rare. Carrot Crusader. Carrot Crusader buries his opponent 6 feet under. If a 6 is rolled, your opponent must place a champion of their choice in the graveyard. From their revived pod, hand, or deck, this ability can only be used once. Like that. Ace Starfighter. Add number roll to your attack if your opponent has flying. They do not have an advantage and you gain +3 to your attack. I have not been paying attention to card type, like flying type. Spookster. Comes out of nowhere, your opponent's caught off guard. Your opponent's attack is reduced to 1 before they use their ability. That's good. That's a good card. Duke Blaster. 1 or 6 is rolled. You win. That's really good. Just 30% chance, or 33% chance to just kill them. Solid Death. He's tough as nails, but always in the wrong place at the wrong time. Add number rolled to your attack. If Snake Eyes is rolled, you lose half of your defense. So that seems very unlikely. Alright. Pack number 318. Sticker, of course. Really dig the art, yeah. That's why I was super interested in it. Something about this one spoke to me. Alright, let's see. Did we get... No galactic rare. But see, that makes you appreciate them more, because they are actually quite hard to get. Hopefully we get more than 3 in this whole box, but I wouldn't be surprised if we don't. Like, maybe they mistakenly loaded them all into the top of the box. Valhalla. So let me see here. What colors are we getting here for rarity? Blue, white, 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 blue. So I'm taking it the blue is probably rare, white is probably common, or blue is like uncommon, white is common. Blue, uncommon, uncommon. Okay, purple is like the rare. Yeah, so it goes white, blue, purple. See that there? So it looks like 3 purples for this pack. Let's try and keep track of this. And then I think black is the like super rare variant, maybe. Because I didn't see any black dots in there. Also, how is my mic? Is it like peaking or anything? Does it sound like it's too close to my mouth or anything, or is it okay? 5 or 6 is rolled, take a card from your graveyard and place it in your revive pod. If a 1 is rolled, take a card from your revive pod and place it in your graveyard. Gridlock. Warhog. Grimes beats down his enemy into the pit. If an odd number is rolled, add 4 to your attack. If an even number is rolled, add 1 to your attack. Sounds good. Okay. Vermin. Dash Striker. This is a new one. He shocks your opponent and absorbs their power. Steal half of your opponent's attack and add it to your own. That's pretty good. I like that one. Moogler. We've seen that, I think. If a 1 or 2 is rolled, he escapes to the revive pod. That's super troll. Flick Hunter. Chewy. Add half your opponent's defense to your own. Octopod. If an odd number is rolled, add 3 to your attack. If an even number is rolled, add 1 to your defense. That's okay. Alright, now for our rares. Gemini Invaders. Add number rolled to your attack. If you lose, use this card again on your next match. Wow. This ability can only be used once. That's a really unique idea. So if you get defeated with this card, you just use it again. That's a cool one. Astra. Astra is frail, but his armor is almost impenetrable. Add number rolled to your defense. But you roll 2 die. So if you roll 2 6s, you're adding 12 to your defense. That's good. I could see making a deck built around defense. It's going to be really fun going through and putting these cards into a binder. I'd probably sort them by rarity, I'd imagine. I mean, I could also do it alphabetically. I won't be able to put them into a binder for quite a while, though, until I find out if, ooh, imagine if I was opening pack number 1 or something. Didn't check it beforehand. Until I find out just how many cards are in the Kickstarter set. Because then I don't want to have to shift everything around. I hope they eventually come out with their own binders, too. Alright, we got a Galactic Rare. Poking through. Bones. So this is rare, or uncommon, I guess we'll say. Shake, rattle, and roll. If your opponent must roll a die, they get 3 chances to roll a 5 or a 6, or they lose. If they succeed, continue the battle. I like that one. It does seem pretty likely to roll a 5 or a 6 within 3 rolls, but that's a fun card. I feel like I would design a deck or a hand of cards built entirely around forcing your opponent to make rolls so they don't lose. Partisan X. Add number rolled to the attack and defense of your next card played. Oh man, I really like that too. So many deck ideas. Thrasher, we've seen. Starfighter, Mr. Toast, Vermin. So you might be like, okay, so what are you gonna... You're getting a lot of doubles, right? But the thing is, this game is so built around coming up with your own rules. Like, you can make a dungeon, essentially, where you take all your dupes and stuff and just shuffle them up, and then you don't know what you're about to get. So let's just say that you, like, take everything in your, you know, your extra double cards, and you just shuffle everything. That way there's maybe more of a chance to get, say, the weaker cards, or, you know, you probably actually want to have more than one of each card. You want to keep your extras on hand for the house rules that you'll come up with. It's a game that is definitely built around coming up with your own rules. This is a new one. Gun uses his tactical backpack to protect himself. Add number rolled to your defense. Alright, Galactic Rare coming up soon. There's our Max Overload, who is actually a uncommon. Okay, so he's not like one of the rare cards. Oh, here's a black one. Okay, so I think black is like the... It goes white, blue, purple, black, I believe, is how it goes. Okay, so Dark Reaper is, I guess, one of the, like, really rare ones, which we've seen. Alright, let's see what we get for our Galactic. King Frog, nice. I like that, the design on him. And put him over here. I like that Void Serpent. Figure is fine. So let me see, in this pack, did we get any purples? Let's see. We got the one black. I should really sort this, but you know what? It's fine. Like, that way we can kind of see what colors we got. Yeah, so no purples in this pack, just that one black rare. I feel like a cool name for that would be like Void Rare, right? Black Void, Void Rare. Pack 617. It is a lot of fun to open up a TCG where you don't have all the cards spoiled for you already. I really appreciate the fact that they kept a lot of this stuff a secret. Something really fun about just opening this up and seeing a card that potentially nobody else has seen yet. Alright. Take our sticker. Oh. Got 2 stickers in that one. Is that a sign? Is that telling me something? It's telling me that you don't get a Galactic Hollow because of it. Okay, well now I know. Alright, Magus X. Phyllis Slug. You attack your opponent with your sword. If a 4, 5, or 6 is rolled, add 5 to your attack. If a 1, 2, or 3 is rolled, add 2 to your attack. DX7. Add your roll to your defense of your next card. This is a new one. That's really cool art. Mondo Borge. Uses its mind powers to confuse your opponent. Add number rolled to your defense. Switch your opponent's attack and defense before they use their ability. I feel like you can come up with some kind of house rules where you use 2 cards at once, like a 2v2 battle. and then you combo this card with the other card where you can like swap your opponent's attack and defense. So if you swap it, or like say you swap it and you, I don't know, I'm just trying to think of some crazy combos, like the double swap, it's unfavorable. Clancy. Strange Goo has been replaced, Strange Goo has replaced Clancy's brain, making him crazy. If a 1 is rolled, Clancy blows up his opponent and you win. Moogler. Rad Dog. Red Dog blows your opponent's mind with his wicked sweet moves. If a number rolled is even, add it to your defense. If it's odd, add it to your attack. Not bad. A little unpredictable though. Jasper. Lurker. Add number rolled to your attack or defense. Lurker's ability cannot be copied or cancelled. His attack cannot be reduced. So pretty much, if you know you're going up against somebody that's using a lot of abilities that reduce stuff, you put him in your deck. Hey look, Bandersnatch. Here's your card, Banderzap. Be careful where you step, Banderzap is near. Set a trap. Banderzap is a grotesque creature, setting traps for his enemies. If a 5 or 6 is rolled, your opponent's next card loses half of its attack and defense. I like that, and that's a good stat line. And, you know, a 2 out of 6 chance to do that seems pretty good odds. That's an uncommon. Dash Striker. Ace. Executioner. I'm just going to throw this out there. I don't know how true it is, but the 2 designers of this game, Josh and Jesse, so Jesse Perry did the art on this. He kind of looks like this guy a little bit. He's got like a slightly similar mustache. I'm just going to go out there and say that this may be slightly designed after one of the creators. I don't know. Could be wrong. Double tap. Totally not a Judge Dredd card, right? Shoot first, ask questions later. Executioner quickly fires rapid shots at his opponent. If an odd number is rolled, Executioner strikes your opponent twice with his attack. Ooh. So if you play a card that buffs your next card's attack in some way, and then you play this guy and you roll an odd number, let's just say you buff his attack by 3. So he's 8. He would do 8. He would do 16 damage. It's pretty good. Pretty good. And max overload. And we got a Beastmaster. So it seems like that one pack where I got 3 purples was actually really good, because it seems like you get about 3 purples. I mean, 1 purple per pack. So that pack with the 3 purples was sort of like a semi-god pack in a way, almost. Very fun to open these, though. Very, very happy with this. Because a lot of TCGs, honestly, like when I open up these new TCGs that I've never played before or anything, I'm not typically reading the cards. I just look at the art, I look at the name, I look at the rarity, and we move on. But this game, I actually have a lot of fun reading the flavor text and the abilities of the cards and the stat line. I don't think I've really done that before with any of the TCGs I've opened on this channel. Oh, what pack number was this? 854. Oh man, we got another Galactic Rare. Okay. I don't know what the odds are, but it seems like it's like a 50% chance for me so far. Imagine if I get a pack with more than 1. That would be crazy. Fierce Jelly. If your opponent has a 2 dice roll, they may only use 1, and then add that number to your attack. It's a very peculiar one. Toxic Drac. Add number rolled to your attack. Not bad. Creamer Schemer. Add number rolled to your attack. If a 6 is rolled, you win. If a 1 is rolled, you melt and die. A little risky. Mock Defender. Good for a defender deck. Mantoid. 2 abilities. Saliva dissolves your opponent's armor. If the number rolled is odd, add 3 to your attack. Not bad, he becomes 8-2. Or if a 1 or 2 is rolled, your opponent is eaten and slowly digested, you win. If a 6 is rolled, your stomach explodes and you die. RNG the card. Kalzar. Right now I'm just trying to pay attention to the little rarity symbol here. just in case I pass by something really good. Monster Mash, Grave Dance. He was created to do one thing: party. As long as Monster Mash is in your graveyard, all your champions get an automatic. As long as he is in your graveyard, all your champions get an automatic +1 to their defense until the end of the game. Okay. Man, this makes me really think about combos. The ones where like you can choose what cards you want to place in your graveyard. I know we've seen cards like that. This is a cool one. That's a cool interaction. Ragnar. Radioactive Goo. Use opponent's abilities your own, or add number roll to your attack. Bit of flexibility. Dual Gazer. Add number roll to your attack. Roll again if you get an odd number. Add an additional 2 to your attack. Good, that's good. Alright, our Galactic Rare is coming up. Okay, here is our... It's a purple. I mean, what are we going to call purple rare? So common, uncommon... We'll just say rare to make it easy, right? Rare. And then black will be void rare. I'm coming up with that term right now. Who knows, maybe that's what they call it. And our Galactic is Terrifier. Holy crap, it's a full art. Okay, this is big. Because they did not say there are full art cards. This may be a first right here. This may be the first time this has been seen. I had no idea there were full art cards in this game. Can I see the color rarity? Can't really see it. It looks like it might be a purple. I don't know. I guess we'll find out if we ever pull another Terrifier, if it's a full art or not. Yeah, look at that art. He's a 1/1. Eat your enemies. Wait, eat your enemies. If a 6 is rolled, your opponent must discard... Oh my god. If a 6 is rolled, your opponent must discard all their remaining champions, except 1. Not in Revive Pod, and Terrifier goes to the graveyard. Damn, what a cool card. That seems like the kind of card that not many were made. They did say this where, you know, they want to have really rare cards that you don't see many people pull. That way when you get it and you like whip it out in a battle, the person that you're fighting against has never seen it before and it's kind of surprising and fun. That's a cool card. I can definitely see myself designing a deck around this guy. Full art pulled. Alright. Definitely have to send a picture of that to the Discord. Catatonic. Yeah, because somebody in the Discord said, hey, when are you going to publish like a checklist or something of how many cards exist of each card? And they're like, well, not everybody's pulled all the cards yet. So they don't want to like reveal cards that haven't been seen yet. And that Terrifier may be one of those cards, I don't know. Unless they really like the card art on that one so much that they wanted to make it a full art. But still, that seems like a special case. Because that's the only card we've seen full art. Oh, I didn't check the pack number. 614. Alright. Another Galactic Rare. Put these off to the side. Duke Blaster. Partisan X. Warhog. Oh, upside down cards. They were probably hand packing these ones late in the night. Getting super tired. Maybe it's good luck. Colossalus. Dual Gazer. King Frog. Vanguard. Zara. What was this one again? Numbers 1 through 5 are rolled, add 4 to your attack. If a 6 is rolled, your drone betrays you. Subtract 2 from your defense. Brick. If an odd number is rolled, add 3 to your attack. If an even number is rolled, add 5 to your attack. That's a good card. Good defense on him, too. Blitzetron. Fish Eyes. Flick Hunter. Gromgar. And... oh, this one's upside down. We're going to pull it upside down. Ready? Oh, we got the Spookster and Galactic Hollow. Nice. It's a good card. I'm happy with that one. Boo. That a smudge on the... Little bit of smudge on the Galactic Hollow, but that's okay. For the most part, the quality on these has been quite nice. Not really any dings or scratches, unlike other TCGs that I've bought. Let's put this guy here. Astra. Yeah, it's been super good quality. Here, how many packs do we have left? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's pack 441. All right. We get it. We get a Galactic Hollow again. Ape Trooper. New one. Cosmonaut. Milky Way. You have 3 chances to roll a 4. Wait, to roll a double number. Wait, hold on. You have 3 chances to roll a double number. Oh. If you do, you gain +6 to your defense, and it seems a little difficult. The chances of rolling 2 die and getting the same 2 numbers, like, I think I'd pass on that. Fun card, though. Mandalock. Your hand is your weapon. Add number roll to your attack, and add number roll to your defense. This is I like this. This is a really, probably super underrated card because it's versatile. If you're going up against someone's card and say they have like a really high attack, you're going to want to add to your defense. So you can really choose your poison here with this guy. Murph Marauder. This is a new one. That's a cool art. Murph Marauder steals your opponent's dice roll. Your opponent's dice roll is now yours. Add it to your attack. So I'm assuming that this interaction probably means they still get their dice roll, but you also get it and add it to your attack, right? Yeah, I believe. But here's the thing. This card, if your opponent plays a card with, say, a double dice roll ability where whatever they roll, like they're going to roll that double dice roll ability, right? Let's say they roll 2 6s or something. You get a +12. So he's kind of a good, he's probably the kind of card that you use when you're able to choose your next card played against your opponent if they have a double dice ability. So you like choose when you plunk this guy down. New card, Fletcher, Fleshbite. He was the best pilot in the galaxy. Now he's a flesh-eating ghoul. You and your opponent go straight to the melee. Oh, that's a really interesting ability. Okay, so melee mode means like if you get a draw, if you don't kill your opponent and they don't kill you, that means that you go to melee mode, which is just a roll off, which means you just each roll 1 die. Whoever rolls higher wins. So if you're going up against a really powerful card, you can just bring this guy out and be like, you know what? I'm going to just take the random roll off to see if I can beat you instead. Kind of a scary card to go up against. Banderzap. Gordo. George. If a 6 is rolled, George absorbs your opponent's attack and adds it to his own. I feel like an ability like this, like having to roll a 6, would have to make their dice roll be absorbed in terms of like they don't get any dice roll. Because that seems really hard to have to get a 1 in 6 shot to do that. So that's got to be the case. Scabs goes straight to melee mode. Scabs gets a +1 to his roll. Okay, so this is an even more powerful version of the other card we saw. Monster Mash. And Sugar Puff. I think this is one of the cards I got in my beta pack. Assassinate. If 2 is rolled, Sugar Puff uses its radical ninja skills to sneak behind your opponent and strike. You win. It's not a bad card. And our Galactic Rare is a Duke Blaster. Slight little nick down here, but it's okay. A little bit, but that's honestly not too bad. Laser Beam. If a 1 or 6 is rolled, Duke blasts your opponent and you win. Super good card. 2 out of 6 chance to just win the round. I would definitely take those odds. Oh boy. Holy, okay, hold on. We got a Void Rare. Once again, I'm coining the term for the black rarity. Look at that art. Abaddon. Into the Abyss. Just the name alone, you feel like this, you know this card's going to be crazy. Drag your opponent to the void. If a double number is rolled, you win. If a double 6 is rolled, your opponent must discard a champion of their choice from their hand, revive pod, or deck. You win. Hold on. If a double number, so you'd have to roll like a 1-1 or a 2-2. If a double number is rolled, you win. If double 6 is rolled, your opponent must discard a champion of their choice from their hand, revive pod, or deck. You win. So you defeat your opponent and they discard. So man, you can definitely make some kind of discard deck with this. But Terrifier just feels like an even more powerful version because they discard their entire. What does that say again? And Terrifier goes to the 6 is rolled. Your opponent must discard all their remaining champions except one. Yeah, this is like a slightly weaker version of Terrifier, I think, but still a really good card. Better stat line though. And then we got a purple rare here. Another new card. I'm gonna actually put this guy off to the side. Spectral Bat. Echolocation. Add number rolled to your attack. If an odd number is rolled, double that amount. That's a good card. That's good. Oh, and here's the flying classification here. Add an automatic +3 to your defense against champions without flying. So this guy is a 2/7 by base. If you roll an odd number, so let's just say you roll a 5, he would be a 12/7. Crazy card. That's a really good one. All right. Let's put these guys off to the side. Pack number 744. Oh man, what would you guys do if you had pack 777? If it were me and I knew I was hand packing pack 777, I would load it honestly with 15 galactic rares or like all purple rares or something. I would definitely do something special for that pack for people that were paying attention to the pack number. Ugh, this pack was a little tighter than other packs. Alright. Gekon. No galactic rare here, but hopefully... What makes it exciting, even if we don't get a holo, is like the void rares. I still hope that we get a good void rare. New card. Still seeing new cards this many packs in that we haven't seen for the common rarity. Bees Trigger. Your opponent becomes very uncomfortable. They must re-roll and use the lower number as their roll. Wow. That's a good card. His stat line isn't the best though, but it's a good card. Captain Bosch. New card, Shadowfang. Cool one. Shadow Bite. Add number rolled to your attack. If a 6 is rolled, your opponent is poisoned. You win. If a 1 is rolled, you get lost in the void and die. It's okay. I like the art though. Catatonic, Cosmic Boar. Have we seen this one? Add number rolled to your attack. If a 6 is rolled, your opponent is swallowed by the mighty beast and you win. It's a good one. Because you're still getting a benefit from rolling. Whatever you roll, you add to your attack, and his defense is pretty good. And in the off chance that you roll a 6, you win. So that's a good one. Brainwave, new card, Neuro Snatch. Use your crazy brain powers to steal your opponent's ability. Use your opponent's ability as your own. You can no longer use their ability. Powerful. Pretty much just strips their card down to a basic vanilla card. It's good. Marauder. Ragnar. It's a new one, Stargazer. Astral Clairvoyance. Gaze into your opponent's mind's eye. If an even number is rolled, switch your attack and defense with your opponent. If an odd number is rolled, add 3 to your attack and defense. So you would become a 4/4. Or, wow, this is actually really good. If you roll an even number, your opponent becomes a 1/1. Essentially, they're dead. But even if you don't roll that, you still become a 4/4. I like this card. That's a good one. Thrasher and... Ooh. La Muerte. Safe Passage. 1 dice roll. If a 4, 5, or 6 is rolled, your opponent is sucked into the void and you win. That's good. That's a 50-50 chance to just win. Or Touch of Death, 2 dice roll, add number rolled to your attack. Also really good. This is a good card here. I hope I can eventually get a holo of this. Super good. Spookster. And Vigor is fine. Alright. Pack number 51. Make sure you guys like the video, by the way. I'm pretty sure the way the YouTube algorithms work with live streams, the more likes that a video or a live stream has, the more they recommend it to people. There's probably a lot of people signing on the YouTube right now that have no idea I'm streaming. YouTube's like, it's his first live stream, whatever. We're not gonna recommend it. Colossalus. Do we get a Galactic? We do not. That's okay. As we've learned, we can still get very excited over Void Rares. Dual Gazer. Rad Rob, this is a new one. Knuckle Sandwich. Give your opponent a pounding. Add number rolled to your attack. It's good. Add number rolled to your defense. Also good. Versatile. Kromgar. Hausmanot. Sam. I'd love to know the reason why this card is called Sam. It's gotta be a reference to something, or just, I don't know. I feel like it's like an in-joke with the creators. Must be something. Lurker. Executioner. Spectral Bat. Really good card. One of our rares. Creamer Schemer. Carrot Crusader. It's a new one. Sawzord. Add number rolled to your attack. If a 6 is rolled, add an additional 2 to your defense. Add number rolled to your defense of your next card played. I like those kind of cards. And a rare Chicken. And a rare Morte. Good. It's a good card. Do you not mind having a double of that? Alright. Pack number 652. Some of this art reminds you of the guy that created Samurai Jack and Primal. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure if you asked Jesse what his inspirations were, I'm sure he'd be willing to spill some beans on his preferences on art style. I see what you mean. But I do feel like his art is pretty darn unique. Like, there's definitely a unique style here with the detail, especially. I mean, just look at the way they designed the card itself, with like the little wires and the little switches and stuff. Like, look at the border art here. Even just the way the year and the artist name is kind of conveyed, and even how they do the rarity. It's got a really unique flair to it. Mandalok. Techbot A, I think this is new. If an odd number is rolled, you learn your opponent's ability. Use that ability as your own. Grandma. Oh, whippersnapper. Kids these days have it so easy. Your next card is unable to use their ability. Your next card is unable to use their ability. I feel like that seems bad, right? But, there's gotta be a combo with this. Maybe with Grandpa. Hook for a hand. If a 4, 5, or 6 is rolled, add 4 to your attack. It's an interesting one. I haven't seen that yet. We do have a Galactic Rare in here as well. Bones. And no, not yet. Scum Pilot. Alright, new card. New rare. Scum Pilot moves fast, swindling his opponent without a trace. Add your opponent's attack and defense stats before ability to your own. If your opponent has flying, they do not have an advantage. Add +5 to your defense. Now, I wonder if you only add +5 to your defense if they have flying. I think that's the case. It's a good card, though. Add your opponent's attack and defense stats Because most cards have, like, you know, at least 5 stats typically. So even if you're gaining 2 attack and like 3 defense or something, it's really good. It's a good card. Another Muerte, and our Galactic is Flip Flop. Rochambeau. Play around the rock, paper. Oh, this card. I like having this in Galactic Rare because I could see myself playing this. Playing over Discord webcam with delay may not be the best for this card, but who doesn't want to play rock, paper, scissors? And George. Alright. Down to the last few packs in the booster box. What card game is this? This is I Am Champion. Just came out. It's a game that you can play by yourself or against other people. Super easy to play. Cool art style. I've been following it since they first put their Kickstarter up, and it just got delivered recently to people. So I figured it would be more fun to do a live stream. Also practice YouTube live streaming, because I haven't done a live stream on YouTube in about 12 years. Or however long it's been. It's been a while. Definitely a different interface on here. Dual Gazer. Yeah, I got the link to their website in the description. Ooh, here's a new one. Toe. Definitely looks like he has toe fungus. Toe Tall Chaos from the planet Toe, with only one purpose, Pandemonium. Your opponent must place their current champion in the revive pod and pick another card at random. That's a fun one. Just play with your opponent. You know what the top pull is for this game? So they have purposely kept a lot of secrets. They haven't released a card list, and they said that there's a lot of secret cards that people have yet to pull. I think I may have pulled one of the rare cards, because this, they never said they were doing full arts, and I pulled a full art. So I think this is like some super rare card. Also, the ability on this thing is crazy. And it has a different, like, the layout on the card is different. So I think this is one of the huge chase cards in the set. Right here. This is essentially like a hand discard card, which is crazy. But I really appreciate their desire to keep secrets, because if they would have said, hey guys, we have full arts, here's all the full art cards that you can expect to pull, then it wouldn't have been a fun moment for me to open that pack and get a full art. You know, I think it's a really genius idea that they're choosing to keep it a secret. Vector. If an odd numbers. So this is a game that you play with dice, by the way. So like you got your attack, your defense, and then the cards have abilities where they always usually revolve around rolling dice, 1 or 2 dice. And then depending on what it says, you know, you add to your attack, defense, all kinds of interactions. If an odd number is rolled, double your attack. If an even number is rolled, triple your attack. That's pretty good. He becomes a 9/4, and then you can find other ways to buff him up too. Yeah, and that's why I think this is one of the most fun card games I've ever opened, because I don't know what to expect. I have no idea. Like, even if I don't get a holo in the pack, I don't know what cards are coming, because they've never spoiled all of them. And let me tell you, they kept a lot of secrets in their Discord. They could have been posting new cards all the time, hyping people up, but they actually kept a ton of these cards secret. And I've made sure that I didn't check to make sure nobody else did unboxing videos or anything. Like, I checked their Discord, a couple of pictures are posted, but I didn't really keep up with what people were opening, because I wanted to be surprised. Cyber 1 drill bit. If a 1, 2, 3 is rolled, add 3 to your attack. So 7, 4, 5, 6 is rolled, add 3 to your attack. It's interesting. So you just take a chance, like, hey, do I want to go odd or even? It's not a bad card, essentially becoming a 7/6. Pretty good stat line. Mock Defender. New card, Galadon. You know what's crazy is that we're still getting new cards that are commons this far in. Normally by this point in a booster box of a card game, you've seen all the commons. We're still getting new commons. If an even number is rolled, add 5 to your attack. If an odd number is rolled, add 5 to your defense. It's not bad. 8-5, 8-3 or 3-8, not bad. Octopod, Garnar, Mr. Toast, Partisan X, Thrasher. We got a new rare. Peace Within. Bubba Monk is a peaceful warrior. Add number rolled to your defense. If your opponent has an attack above 8, add an additional 2 to your defense. Ooh, I like that. There's a lot of cards that I could feel like I can make a deck that would like really be a high defense deck. And when I say deck, this game isn't played like a traditional TCG. It's not like you're building a deck of 30 cards. It's a game where there's like a lot of house rules and stuff. Like there's all different ways you can play it. I would like to envision a mode though where you build like, you know, hey, I'm building a deck of 10 cards and we just battle back and forth until someone runs out of cards. Bamboozle. What if your opponent just disappeared? Add number rolled to your attack. If a 6 is rolled, bamboozle your opponent into the void and you win. It's a good card. Any card that the roll adds to a stat and has a chance of instantly winning, I think is a pretty good card. Hey, buddy. Beastmaster. Okay. Final 2 packs in the booster box. Then we still have those 2 packs that were included loosely in my package. Then we got those other things we can open as well to see what we get in there. This is pack number 875. I'm glad I'm not getting any kind of crazy pack number like pack number 1 or pack number 99, like 989 or 1000, because I would be tempted to not open those packs, so that just means I can keep opening packs. New card. Big Fluffy Bunny. Open wide. If a 1 or 2 is rolled, Big Fluffy Bunny swallows your opponent whole, you win. If a 5 or 6 is rolled, add 2 to the defense of your next card played. I like that. It's a versatile card because even if you lose, you're gaining a benefit to your next card, good in the defense deck. And you have a really good chance, a 2 out of 6 chance of just winning. It's a good one. Grandma. We got a Galactic Hollow in here, Galactic Rare. Bort, that's new. Gamer. Bort uses his radical handheld console to control his fate. I love this game. If your opponent rolls an odd number, their attack misses. If they roll an even number, you gain 4 to your defense. Wow. So if their attack misses, you pretty much have a really good shot of winning. Wow, I like this card. That's a good one. If they roll an even number, you gain 4. So that's 9 defense. That's a good one. Sky Raider. Have we seen Sky Raider? Doubles its attack if your opponent has a defensive 4 or higher. Yes, we have seen that, I think. Rad Dog. Ratchet Clash. Your opponent starts to feel the groove. Add number rolled to your attack. That's okay. It's a common. So, nothing too crazy. Isotope. Deja Vu. Add number rolled to your attack. If you're not satisfied with your roll, Isotope can travel back in time and re-roll once per turn. So if you don't roll a 6, like a 5 or a 6, just re-roll. It's a really cool card. I like the idea behind that. Yeah, add cards. Exactly, but that's also why I think it's important to have, you know, whatever rules you want to make. Because if you want to have the low-powered cards have a chance at play, I feel like people that build a full collection, they're just like, all right, you know what? Let's just shuffle the whole collection, draw like 20 random cards, and then from those 20 cards, maybe you reduce it down to like 10 cards, and then you use those in your deck. I don't know. There's just so many ways you can go with this, how you want to play it. New card. Sterion. Cool card. Like the art. Jawbreaker. Devours your opponent with his mighty jaws. If a 6 is rolled, you win. If a 1 is rolled, your jaw breaks and you lose. I mean, it's only a 1 in 6 shot that you lose. Not a bad stat line. Man, I have enough Muertes though, boy. That's my 4th one. And that's a purple rare. You don't get many purple rares. Alright, let's see what we got. After our dark. Another Dark Reaper for Void Rare. It's a good card though. Alright, we get a... Ooh, what is... This is another new one. Okay, what is this? Trajan the Terrible. Look at that foil. I love that foil, the colors. The reason why the foil looks so good with these cards is because the card art by default is kind of already using the same colors that the foil uses, so the way that the foil reflects on the colors of the card just looks so darn cool. Eradicate All. Trajan releases a powerful force affecting your opponent's entire team. If a 5 or 6 is rolled, revive all your opponent's... Wait, hold on. If a 5 or 6 is rolled, reduce all your opponent's champion's attacks by 2 until the end of the game. Oh my goodness. This is the card that your friend brings to a game and you're just like, whoa, I need that card. And it's a 2 out of 6 chance, so it's not bad. He's got a good stat line. Really good. That's a cool one to get. And this is a... What color rarity is this? Ooh, that's a black rare. That's a void rare, I think. From what I can tell with the color. Color's kind of hard to see. This is the rarity symbol down here. Looks like a black. I mean, we haven't seen this card yet, so it's got to be a void rare. Alright. 1 pack remaining in the booster box. Pack number 864, but I got other things we can open as well. Like, that's just the booster box. I still got a few other things. Alright. Let's see here. Rad Rob. And, ooh, we get a last Galactic Hollow to end the box. Hopefully we can get another Void Rare. Gajora, this is a new card. Grave Magic. Use your mystical sorcery to summon protection from the grave. Add the defense of the top card of your graveyard to your defense. So if you're building a deck with really high defense cards, this would go perfect. Because that means whatever is in your graveyard is probably going to have really high defense. And it's going to be so much fun to come up with like different themed decks. And you know what's great is if you decide to play this game in its infancy, as people are like just getting their cards and haven't had a chance to like pick up more, you're going to go and play against people like in their Discord, and you're going to see cards you've never seen before. Where you're playing a game and they bust out a card that like affects your whole entire hand that you've never seen. That's going to be fun. Vector, Grime. Have we seen Grime? If odd numbers rolled, add 4 to your attack. If an even numbers rolled, add 1 to your attack. It's not terrible. Oh, nice. I like that card a lot. So getting that in Galactic Rare is cool. It looks just so good with the foil. Laserface. Little nick on the top of the card, but you know what? I'll probably be playing with these cards anyway, so it doesn't bother me. 16-bit vision's a radical retro wave invades your opponent's space. Your opponent's ability. Use your opponent's ability as your own. So he has his stats, but then I know that they've probably had to clarify this. So I wonder if it means like, yeah. So if your opponent's ability is like, oh, add number rolled to your attack, then he'll also get that. It doesn't like reset his attack or anything. It's not like he's copying the opponent's card entirely. And Dr. Bomber. Oh, I'm glad we got one of these. I like this card. This is one I've known about. You both die and no one wins. That's a fun card. And another new one. Fulgaloid. Fungal Fury. Add number roll to your attack. Double the amount if you roll a 1, 2, or 3. It's good. That's really good. If your opponent has flying, they do not have an advantage and their attack is reduced by half. Alright, so let's recap the box. Super fun to open, by the way. We got one. I don't want to, like, scratch these, but let's show them. Really like this card, Trajan the Terrible. Flib Flob. Duke Blaster. Spookster. My favorite card from the box, we pulled the full art. And it has amazing art and amazing ability. Cannot wait to use this thing against an unsuspecting opponent online. King Frog. Laserface. Void Serpent, probably my second favorite because I love the freaking art on this thing. And an odd number to make your opponent lose is pretty good. Captain Brash. And Max Overload is also a really cool one to get in holofoil. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 foils is pretty good. I forget how many packs are in this thing. Was this a 20 pack boost. I honestly do not remember. But 10 foils, I will take those odds. That seems pretty darn good. Alright. But we're not done. Also, shoutouts to this card, even though it's not a foil. Let's move him here. We still got a few more packs to open. These were the loose packs that were included in my package that were meant to like make up for something, or I don't remember. All I know is we got 2 more packs. Shoutouts to them for trying to make the orders right. When they couldn't fulfill something the way they wanted to because the quality was like kind of off, they offered this up as sort of a sub out. Or maybe they just offered these. I don't know. They were doing a lot of stuff to try and make things right and make people happy, so appreciate it. All right, let me move this box out of the way. All right. Hopefully we can get a foil in these, which we do not, but there's a chance at a void rare. New card though, dwarf card. If an even number is rolled, add 3 to your attack. If an even number is rolled, double your defense. If an odd number is rolled, reduce your defense by half. Good defense card. Oh wait, we have seen him before actually. New card, Blue. He can channel energy from the past. Use the ability of your opponent's last card played. I feel like you can definitely make a deck that's just using abilities from your opponent. I think this is new as well. Stand guard, Sentinel. If an even number is rolled, add 3 to your attack and defense. Oh no, wait, I think we've seen that. It's a good card though. Shadowfang, Mantoid, Galadon, Stargazer, Fluffy Bunny, Sugar Puff, Dark Vega, Archmage. Have we seen this? I think we have. You must roll the same number or numbers as your opponent to gain +5 to your attack. If your opponent has no dice roll, you must roll a 1 to add +2 to your attack. You must roll the same number. No. Oh, that's really hard. So to become a 10-6, you would need to roll the same number as your opponent. Really unlikely. Captain Brash. And another Gemini Invaders. Okay. Well, I got a few new cards from that pack. And now my last loose pack that they included, number 616. Really makes me wish that I had bought one more booster box or something. If I had known it would have been that fun to open, but, you know, only so much money to go into these TCGs. And at the time I was also buying Celestial stuff, so I can only do what I can do. But it does make me wish I bought one more. I did buy a shirt from them as well. It's really good. God, this pack is... Maybe it's good luck. This pack is actually really hard to open. I did buy a shirt, which is soft cotton. It's good quality. Comfortable. Oh, you know, I can count the amount of stickers to figure out how many packs were in that box. Cronus Khan. This is a new card, I think. He opens a portal in time. Use the ability of your last card played or your next card. So this is good because if you're playing by the rules that you can only have one copy of a card in your hand, in your deck, this essentially can become the same copy. Like, say I wanted to play my super powerful cards that I got. You can essentially make this guy become that card. Or your next card. Like, yeah, this is actually a super good card. That'll probably go in every deck if you can build a deck that, you know, with custom cards. Oh, look, we got Frank. Frank is a dirty wiener. He will stab you in the back when you're not looking. Add number rolled to your attack. Double the number rolled if a 1 or 2 is rolled. That's good. He can become a 15-3. Having Bun yet? Ragnar. Gordo. Zara. Rick. I didn't preview to see if we got a foil in this one, so it's going to be a surprise if we do. Jasper. Fisheye. Gorbo. This is new, I think. Add number rolled to your attack or defense. If you don't like your roll, roll again. This is really good. His stat line may not be good, but the fact that you can choose to add it to your attack or defense, and if you don't like the roll, roll again, This has to be one of the most powerful common cards in the game. No doubt. That's really good. Cosmonaut. Moogler. Because typically the cards that have that kind of mechanic have two different abilities. I mean, you have to choose from the start if you want to add it to your attack or defense. That card lets you do it and decide on the fly what you want it to be added to, like after you see the roll. And that's our rare. So no galactic rare, but we'd get another rare as well. So got some good new cards from those packs. Now what we have left here is these. I don't know what they're called. I guess these are the, I think these are the champion packs. So I'm going to open this up again and see if this has a different selection of cards inside. It does just say 30 cards. It doesn't specify like, hey, they're going to be all of this rarity. So we're going to open this and see. I think going forward, if it's confirmed that you can get like hollows from this and also void rares, I feel like these would be the best thing going forward, maybe to pick up. I don't know. We'll find out. It's a good quality box. It's like a matte. Well, then again, I also don't think I want 10 million pairs of dice and playmats and all. I think I'd rather this go to people that want to, you know, play and have this resource available to them. So maybe packs, like individual. I don't know. I'll have to find out. But at this point, the only thing that I'm going to be able to buy is first, you know, Kickstarter, Kickstarter, first edition on their website. All right. This will probably tell me right off the bat if this is going to be the same cards. I think she might have been on the front before. I do not remember. Let's find out. I can't remember what the first card was. I'll probably be able to tell. If we see any new card in here, then we'll know. It was a female character card, though, that was on the front of this last time. No hollow. I'm not sure if these even come with hollow. Vector. Okay, no, these are new cards, because we definitely did not get a bad Santa yet. Naughty or nice. He's making a list, he's checking it twice. If an odd number is rolled, add number rolled to your attack. If an even number is rolled, add number rolled to your next card's defense. Another really good card for a defense deck. And another new card. Orbicon. He can control what you believe is true. If you don't like your opponent's roll, they must roll again once per turn. Oh wait, maybe we've seen that? It's a good card though. Port. It's a good one. Buglord, have we seen this? He inserts its probes into the mind of your opponent malfunctioning their psyche. Switch your opponent's attack and defense. Great card. Oh, we got a void rare. It is one that I have already, but we do not complain we get a void rare. If anything, you just trade them with people or something. Night Creeper plants its eggs inside your opponent. Add number rolled to your attack. If a 5 or 6 is rolled, you win. It's a good one. Good to know you can get void rares in these packs as well. And another void rare. Another Dark Reaper. That's okay. It's like the third Dark Reaper I've received. But hey, if I can ever make a deck where you have more than one copy of a card, it's going to be a good one to have. So I got 2 void rares in that box, which is good. That seems like pretty good odds. Pretty stacked. All right, we got another one of those to open. And then I got one other thing. Actually, 2 other things to open here. Yeah, the flavor text is awesome. I really like everything about the cards, for sure. Oh, okay, hold on. This is requiring scissors. Oh, crap, I just dropped them. Yeah, so if you want to support the developers of this, they're going to be very reliant on just word of mouth. You know, people that bought it, getting the word out there, helping spread the word, letting people know about it. They're going to try and attend conventions when they can. This one has an orange sticker on the side. Interesting. I It's like I really wanted to leave one of these sealed, but you know what? I can't contain myself. Gotta see what we can get inside of here. Because I know there's still so many cards out there that we haven't seen. You never know what you might get in here. And look at that, I got 3 different colored die. So you go to the website, you can order the first edition, which will actually be shipping very soon. There's not going to be much of a delay. Once they finish their Kickstarter orders, which they're about to do, you can expect to start getting your first edition. Alright, where is that pair of scissors? It's like performing surgery with this plastic. I would love to find out, though, if anybody has pulled a... Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I definitely agree with that one person in the Discord. This plastic is definitely a bit of a challenge to get off these cards. It's very tight. The first one that I opened wasn't too bad, but... Oh, my goodness. This one here was tight. Alright, let's not preview if we got a holo. We'll save the surprise. Since this is the last, like, randomized pack that I have, there's one more thing I'm going to open, but I'm pretty sure that everything in there is predetermined. Like, nothing is going to be super rare. Hammerfall, Brick, Dash Striker, Vigorous Vine, Brainwave, Cosmic Boar, Techbot, Jasper, Romgar, Rad Dog, Stargazer, we got a rare, Fulgaloid, and a rare Duke Blaster, and a rare Beastmaster as our final cards. But getting 3 rares in that pack, not bad. Look at that. That just shows you how random it is, how hand-sorted it is. They definitely make packs on purpose that are... Like, we got 2 of the Black Void rares in that last one. And then this one, instead of getting 2 Black Void rares, we get like 3 normal rares. So it's a nice distribution. It's not like your typical TCG, where it's like, alright, you're guaranteed your rare, your 3 uncommons, your 5 common. Like, it's actually random. True random, because they're hand-sorted. Alright. We have this to open, which is going to destroy my background here, but that's okay. We got this, which is like the, I forget what they call this, like the party pack. So we get 30 cards in here, 6 die, 6 attack and defense cards, a collectible sticker. So this is actually a pretty solid quality box. There does seem to be a little bit of issue with like print clarity down here a little bit. I don't know, maybe it's designed that way, but either way, the packaging seems pretty solid on this. Seems like a good... They didn't skimp on the packaging on these things, essentially. So I do not think this comes with holos. I think these things are... There might be some element of randomness to it, but I don't think you're getting anything above, like, uncommons in here. I mostly got this just because I wanted to get, like, you know, kind of one of each of their products to see what they were offering. Collectability for the Kickstarter in case this game ever took off. So this is magnetic? I think, yeah, it's magnetic. That's nice. Got a nice little flip top here with the game modes that you can play. Cool design. I like that the art is like persistent throughout this whole package. My space here to show you guys is very tight. It's kind of limited. I can't really zoom it out. Then we get our 30 card deck in here with a sticker. So it seems very similar to the champion packs that I was opening up. I like the way that the dice in here are displayed though, and the colors match. This is one of the main reasons I got this, is because I wanted it for the die. And these die, the colors, they really tried to get it to match the colors of the game, like the artwork and stuff, which is nice. And then we got several, oh, actually a ton of damage calculator, like rule books. I'm assuming that that was probably not by mistake, and I guess they wanted you to like distribute this if you were playing a game with a bunch of friends. A little bit of artwork on the bottom there. Yeah, it's like 6 rule books. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for 6 people, which is good because you're each going to need a damage calculator. So this package here was made more for like, you know, a one and done kind of thing where you buy this if you're having some friends over and you just want to like quick play and have enough cards for 6 people to play. So we're probably going to see some repeats in here, but we'll see. Be really careful here. There is one more thing I'm opening after this, but I've saved it for last. I mean, I really should have opened it first, but you'll see. Oh my goodness, this is actually... Yeah, these definitely need some kind of easy pull tab to open in the future, because there is no easy spot to do this. Maybe if I nick that plastic there. But, you know, it's all learning. I'm sure they're going to fix this for future products. Good feedback. Alright, I think we got it. Ceramic knife, yeah. I'll have to look into getting something. Normally, though, I never have any issues. This is one of the few things I've tried opening with cards that definitely a problem. Alright, let's see. I don't think we're expecting any hollows in here. I'd be surprised if I got one new card. I mostly bought this because I just wasn't sure, like, you know, what to expect from my booster box. I figured this would at least cover a bunch of rares and commons. Oh, have I got a Borlock? 1 or 2 is rolled, your blade breaks, subtract 3 from your attack. If any other number is rolled, add 3 to your attack. Okay, that's a new card. I don't think I got this one. That's a good one, though. Not bad. King Frog, but this was just like a spread where I knew there would be no doubles in here, like in the pack itself. That would cover everything that I maybe would not pull from the booster box. Isotope is a good one. Fletcher. It's an interesting card as well with his ability. Yeah, when this was a crowdfunding thing, it was definitely a little rough for me as well. I would have bought more if I could have, but I couldn't. Clancy. Vermin. But like I said, this game is like going straight into first edition production, so the cards are made. First editions are ready, like it's ready. It's ready to be shipped soon, from what I understand. So the wait period to get cards if you didn't do the Kickstarter is like super quick. Oh, this is a new one. Hand cannon. Snuggles looks cute, but he's one bad bear. If a 1, 2, or 3 is rolled, add 4 to your attack. Partisan, great card. It probably is my favorite card. Let me just read this one for people that missed it earlier. Partisan uses the power of goo to invade his opponent's mind. Your opponent must roll a die until a 6 is rolled. Every time they don't, you gain 1 to your attack. I would just like to imagine that my opponent fails to roll a 6 like 20 times in a row and this guy becomes a 23-5. I think this will catch on faster than other competing card games. So I don't think this game is really competing with any of the big boys. Like, it's kind of just doing its own party, like, it's more of a game that you play with family members and friends if you have them over. I don't think this game is really going for that competitive, like, let's get into, you know, competing against the typical big boys in the card game stores. They want LGSs to carry this game, but for different reasons. So I don't think they're ever really looking to or wanting to compete against, you know, your typical TCG. The tagline for this game on Kickstarter was actually like, not TCG, is what they called it. Because it's kind of like more of a board game in a way, with a bit of a TCG flair in the sense that, yeah, you can open packs and get random cards. Orbicon, Vanderzap, Mondo Borg. We've seen that one. Great art on him. Oh, it actually does come with rares. Okay, so we do get purples in here. I wasn't expecting that. I thought it was only commons and uncommons. Let's see what we get. Might get some good new ones in here. Scum Pilot. Fulgoloid. Oh, we get a Void rare. Okay, they're doing the hookup in here. I didn't expect this. This is a new one, the Bowler. Make a bet. Your opponent is unable to attack. Roll a die. They get 2 chances to guess what number you roll. If they do, they win. If they don't, they die. Oh man, what a cool card. I love these random troll cards. I definitely want to make a deck that is like dependent on my opponent having to do ridiculous things. It's a great one. I like this. Worth buying this box just for these cards. Oh, you do get a holo in here. Okay, they definitely hook these things up more than I thought they were going to. All right, let's see what we get. Another flip flop? No. I got a double holo. It is what it is. Well, I got trade fodder. Flip flop again. Oh, and a new card. Dragon Boy. Another common that I haven't seen yet. So I'm glad I bought this box because it gave me some new cards. Dragon Boy really believes he's a dragon. Double your defense if an odd number is rolled. If a 1 is rolled, triple your defense. Okay. I am definitely making a deck centered around defense. This is the carry card right here. Because look at that. If a 1 is rolled, triple your defense. So you can use a card that applies the number rolled to the defense of your next card. And then you draw this as your next card. And if you roll an odd number, you like this guy can get like 30 defense and become almost unbeatable. How much is that party pack? I think it was like 30 bucks, 25 or $30. Well worth it. Super well worth it. And I don't know if holos are guaranteed, but I'm going to take a chance and say they probably guarantee a holo in each one of those. All right, but there's one more thing we got here. And I should have opened this first, but this is like the little thing that they include with your order, so that, you know, stretch goals and whatnot. Which has also a couple stickers. But here's the thing, the stickers they included here are the non-foiled versions. So like the OG stickers that they made, which makes them a little bit more special. And then we got a note that we'll read last, but these are, I guess, stretch goals. I actually got a bad Santa in my packs, so interesting. Maybe he wasn't supposed to be in a pack. All right, let's see what we got here. We got our stretch goal foils. We got a Phantom Boogie, which is a great card. I don't think I pulled a Phantom Boogie from my packs. And a new card, a Void Rare Divine Spectre. All space and time become one. You gain the same attack and defense and ability as your opponent. Huh. I can't remember if everybody got this with their Kickstarter order, or if they maybe included a random Void Rare holo with everybody's order. I'm not sure. I'd have to check back on their Kickstarter and see. That's an interesting card, though. So I guess you whip this card out when they're using a crazy card against you, and you can use the same thing against them. Phantom Boogie. Let me just see. Did I don't think I got a Phantom Boogie. Let's see. No. Nope. Is this purchasable now? You can order the first edition on their website, yes. And from what I understand, they should be starting to ship it out to people soon, as soon as they finish Kickstarter, which they're almost done with. They only got a few more orders to send out. And then here is the handwritten note. Dude, we did it. Hey, thank you so much for being not only an amazing champion and supporter, but also one of the most awesome first supporters. We super appreciate you. We hope that you enjoy I Am Champion with your friends and family. You totally rock, dude. Please share your experience online. Most Excelente, Josh and Jesse. So there you go. Made by 2 guys. That's it. That's the whole team. They took care of everything. So yeah. I will just say, super happy with this. Card quality exceeds expectations. Like, the card stock is super good. Looks great. Like, these holos look amazing. First of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap out this with this full art that I honestly cannot wait to share in the Discord. Because I think people will be really excited if they can see that you can actually pull full arts in this. This is the pull of the night. This was special because I think I may be the first person to pull a full art and share it online. I could be wrong. I mean, I don't know. Maybe there was someone in Discord that did and I didn't notice it, but I had no clue that they made full arts in this game. So that was really special. And I definitely stand by their vision of keeping things a secret for moments like that, where you're not expecting to get something and you do. I think I also may want to, I'll keep that guy in the sleeve, but Love the foils. I like that you don't get a foil in every pack, so it keeps it kind of exciting when you do get one. I think the products, like the boxes and stuff, are super high quality. The only thing that quality-wise I think definitely can use some work is the booster box is thin and flimsy, and I mean that would explain why it was like dented in when it was sealed. But I think the way it works is that they were hand packing this, so I think what happened was they had to hand pack the packs and then put it in the box and seal it themselves. I'm actually not sure how that works, but I think the booster boxes for first edition should hopefully be improved upon a bit. But most importantly, I think their quality for the stuff that they would be handing out to most consumers. Most people are not going to buy a booster box when it's a new game. When it comes to something that somebody would buy as a first-time purchaser, stuff like this, really high quality, good quality cardboard. Like, it feels good. It's high quality. It's not, it doesn't feel cheap. It's got a nice matte finish to it. Everything in that regard feels and looks really good. I think the idea of having dice included and stickers and tattoos and good quality rule cards, like everything, they definitely nailed the quality aspect of it. So I'm gonna probably have some fun looking through my cards. I'm gonna put them in a binder, or at least sleeve them up, and I'm gonna be checking the Discord. I'm gonna see what kind of cards people are pulling in there. Do I see any cards that they pulled that I didn't pull? And that's gonna be the most fun part about this, is I'm gonna be able to check now and see, like, oh man, how many more cards are out there? What void rares did I not pull? And people can see my cards and do the same. And I'm gonna start like putting together little decks. Like maybe we'll try and organize something where you do like 5 or 8 or 10 card battles, and you just put together something out of the cards you have and battle random people in their Discord. One of the main reasons I picked it up, because I think this game is like super approachable like that. Because you know how it goes when you're playing a new TCG and you're not sure what your opponent's card is, and you're like, oh sorry, can you read that card out? Then they got to sit there and read like a thesis statement. If you're playing like a Yu-Gi-Oh game or something, it's like, all right, listen, I don't got time to be listening to you reading off like 20 paragraphs. This game is super simple. Even if your opponent has to read like, okay, this roll adds to my attack. Okay, easy enough, right? So it's a really approachable game to play online as well. I'm gonna buy more. I'm definitely gonna support their first edition. I probably should make an actual YouTube review video on this that isn't a live stream, because I think more people will find that. But I will highly recommend this game. I think it has a lot of promise. The creators seem awesome and, you know, driven to make this game better and see it grow. Just to give you guys an example of how cool these guys are, they had a bunch of leftover like beta packs. They actually like donated those to a bunch of kids at like a local kids school or something. I think it was like a school, I believe, or some kind of, I don't want to get like the wrong information, but essentially it was a group of kids at school or something, and they just donated a giant duffel bag of packs to the kids. So they definitely know they're going for the right market. They want this to grow within, you know, parents, kids playing with their parents, kids playing against other kids. I think they got the right approach. And I think if they're driven enough, I think there's a lot of promise here. And I hope to see it grow, because I've seen their ideas for the future in terms of growing like the single player aspect of this, where they're going to build like adventure modes with dungeons, and I'm sure like cards that are maybe like items that interact with the cards. Like imagine going through a dungeon and you go to a chest and you get a card that's like, all right, add +3 attack to your next card, or, you know, stuff like that. I think it's got a lot of promise. So thanks everybody that come to hang out in the live stream. Decent amount of you here for the first stream, so I do appreciate it, especially because I didn't announce anything. Haven't made a video on this channel in a couple of months, but I'll be back for sure. I got some Alestrals coming my way for any of you that follow Alestrals, another game I'm super excited for. MetaZoo, like I'm still definitely into MetaZoo, but I'm definitely on a hiatus as well from buying MetaZoo. Just don't have the funds to keep buying MetaZoo right now. At this point, I'm pretty much just waiting for whatever the next major set will be. Most of the drops I've been avoiding because it's just, you know, I can't keep up with it all. Maybe whatever this legacy set is that they're coming out with, but yeah. Anyway, this isn't a MetaZoo video, but I just did want to give you guys an update on what I'm up to with trading cards. And also too, because I'm completely out of supplies, I got to get more sleeves and boxes and all that kind of. I'm falling behind. I haven't been putting cards in binders, so it's like I got shit laying everywhere here. Cards everywhere. You know, I just don't want too much more of a mess hanging around. So yeah, thank you. For those of you that watch the VOD of this as well, thank you for watching. I will see. I'll do more streams on here for sure. Not like super often, but I will definitely do occasional streams on here. So thanks to those of you that come out to watch, and you guys have a good night. Now I need to figure out how to end my stream on YouTube. Okay, there's the giant red button that says end stream. Have a good one.